Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Functional Medicine with me, Dr. Howard Robbins. As you know, our show is dedicated to safe and effective ways at helping in the prevention and treatment of various medical problems. Before I get into the show today, we're going to be starting a show. We probably have to do it in a series of a couple of shows on colds and flu. We happen to be in the cold and flu season, and I just don't think I can do this, give you all the information I want to give you in just one show. There's just too much for you to know and learn. It's probably going to take a couple of shows to do all this. So, first, I always want to say contact me at my medical office in Manhattan at 212-581-0101. So if you have more need to speak with me, or email me at ozonedoctor@yahoo.com. You're welcome to do that too with questions that you might have around all the stuff we speak about. Please subscribe to our channel. My techie people say that's very important. Please subscribe to our channel. In addition, I have to thank our sponsors. One is PromoLife, very important for flu. So you're going to want to get a pen and paper sometime or repeat the show, listen to it again, because you can listen as many times as you want here. And go to promolife.com, and you may want to be getting hold of one of their medical ozone generators along with a product called Nebulo 3, Nebulo number 3 under it for ozone. And their products, particularly ozone, nebulized ozone, where you snort it into your sinuses to kill infections like colds that are beginning there. You're going to learn about all this on the show. And if you call them at 888-742-3404, they will tell them you heard about it here on Dr. Howard's show, and they'll do something special. You want to get set up for home care, as you're going to learn about as we get into the show, and they may save you a lot of money on the fact that you found out about it through me. Also, very important, you're going to want to get in touch and go online and purchase Doctor's Biome, DoctorsBiome. Sounds like BioMe, but it's doctorsbiome.com. It's a very special probiotic beverage, and as you're going to learn, 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So you have to have a healthy gut to fight and prevent colds and flus. So you're going to want to get it, and I'm going to give you my patient coupon code, Howard35, HOWARD 35, and you'll get 10% off the retail price. You should be taking it all season, actually all year long, the whole family for that matter. And in any case, and we'll talk more about that during the show. And if you go on auto ship, you'll get an additional 10% off. And you can cancel anytime anyway with free shipping no matter what. In fact, it's better than 100% money back guarantee, because they won't make you send the product back. If for some reason you can't take it, they'll let you give it to a friend or another family member, what you have left, and they'll still give you your money back. You only get away with that once, so don't keep trying to buy and send it back. One time only, but once you start taking it, you won't be sorry. You're going to want to keep taking it forever. This way you'll grow old and be well. So remember to put in the coupon code Howard35. You want to save another 10%, 20% total, go on auto ship. Okay, let's get into colds and flus. I'm not going to go so much into the reason why your immune system has weakened. But if your immune system is weak, if you get stressed out, okay, that's when you're most likely going to catch one of these viruses, these rhinoviruses, or one of the flu viruses. Okay. Now, a lot of people feel that they can get vaccinated for flu virus, and unfortunately, the CDC, if you look up and read about how they come up with flu vaccine, it's kind of interesting. They go to Asia, let's say this year, and they see what flu viruses are floating around. And they bring back anywhere from 3 to 5. I think I've read one where as much as 8 different flu viruses that they think are most likely going to reach the U.S. next year during flu season, which starts in October and goes through, I believe, April. So it's a pretty long season that the flu virus can exist. Remember, all viruses exist during different temperature ranges. So depending upon the temperature range, you'll have different flu viruses that'll be released and you can contract. And depending upon how weak or strong your immune system was during that moment where you're, coming in contact with the flu virus, that's why others may get it and you may not. Depends on how strong your immune system is. So they try to pick what they believe is the most common viruses that are going to be most likely here. And it was just a few years ago they actually admitted that they chose poorly. And they told people, get the vaccine anyway, even though we know it's not going to work. Unfortunately, vaccines come with lots of different chemicals in them that you may or may not be very highly sensitive to that can cause you other medical problems. So as you're gathering, I am not a big vaccine fan, to say the very least. And I have always, so in any case, that's up to you to decide whether you're going to get it, keeping in mind that the vaccines are not designed to stop you from getting it. They're only designed, hopefully, to have your immune system used to it, build up antibodies, as they're called, to try to fight it and minimize the negative effects if you do catch one. Okay? Unfortunately, also, these viruses mutate once they get here, and within 30 days, a particular strain of flu virus can already be a completely different strain of it, and the vaccine have minimal benefit against that mutation, that various strains mutation into the new strain that it has become. So the key to the whole thing is to prevent and boost your immune system. And that's what we'll talk about today, and we'll get into some of the things you can be doing to treat it. And then in part 2, we're going to get more involved in how to really kill it off. So first of all, diet is very beneficial. Living an organic diet, and mostly raw foods, can make a very big difference on keeping your immune system strong. You want to avoid foods that are artificially colored, flavored, preserved, things like that, which tend to weaken the immune system. You want foods that are easily digestible, such as raw vegetables and pureed vegetables, where you can make them into a juice. Juicing is very beneficial way of juicing foods that are very beneficial against these things, where you include garlic and ginger. You can throw, we're going to get into all the different things you can throw into one of these juices that you may want to make, or taking these products separately as well. But juicing raw organic fruits and vegetables are very beneficial. Probably, as you may know from other shows that I've done if you've listened, vitamin C, and I know most everybody has heard, is key and essential. And vitamin C, unfortunately, if you're getting a good version of it, because there are different types of vitamin C, vitamin C, if you absorb it well, bioabsorbable. If it's usable bioavailable, that means your cells can uptake it. And then bioutilizable, meaning they can do something with it. Has to have all 3 qualities, is only going to be in your body about 2 hours, and then it's used up. So you're going to want to do vitamin C 5 or 6 times a day. Oh, that sounds daunting, but it isn't how much, it's how often that you take it that makes a much bigger difference. We've done shows on this, so I'm not going to get too deep into it, but keep this in mind. For example, there's 24 hours in a day. And if you sleep for 12 hours, this is very unusual, you're up for 12. So it's very easy to get 5 or 6 doses in one day if you take it every 2 hours, keeping in mind that you're going to use what you can and urinate the rest away. How much is less important as to how often. You want to avoid vitamin C that's cheap, meaning it comes from a very poor source that doesn't have those bioavailable, absorbable, and utilizable qualities. Generally, corn is a very cheap source of vitamin C and doesn't work well. Now, you may be spending a lot of money on vitamin C that also doesn't have those qualities. I'm not going to bring up brand names and wind up with lawsuits because I'm downing them. But there are certain expensive versions that aren't highly beneficial. Liposomal forms of vitamin C seem to be very good. You shouldn't buy something that's extremely expensive or extremely cheap, only because extremely expensive is just wasting money, and extremely cheap, it can't be made right when everybody else is selling it for a little bit higher price. Powdered versions of vitamin C, buffered powders, are good for people who have digestive issues. So go to the shows that we've done on vitamin C. It'll tell you more about it. But the key is to take it 5 or 6 times a day. In addition, in terms of vitamins, vitamin A and vitamin D become extremely important in the prevention and treatment of it. Vitamin D3 along with K2 are essential to take on a daily basis, and particularly if you do get sick, you could take 5,000, 10,000 IUs of it easily enough, once or even twice a day. And then if you want vitamin A, now there's a fat-soluble vitamin. So 5,000 IUs a day should be fine because you're not going to absorb it all. On a preventive measure. And then if you do get sick, 10,000 IUs a day is a better way to go with vitamin A. And make sure you buy it from a quality company so that it's a quality product, because it all has to have those three qualities. Now, herbs. And I think we're going to you're going to see in the next show, we're going to be talking about probiotics. We're going to be talking to fight it. We're going to talk about ozone therapy to fight it. Probably the two most important things you can do if you can get it locally and fight it. But I'm going to give you some of the supplements that you can take today that might make a difference in prevention and treatment. You don't have to take them all, but if you can take whatever you can afford, it'll make a difference. One of my favorites is echinacea. Now, when you want to get these supplements, they can come in ultra pure forms. There are companies that are known to have, and you can look up reviews on them, which companies to go to buy their supplements, because the extracts that they get, that they make, are highly beneficial. If you can take it in a food, I always prefer it in a food, like ginger, for example. I prefer that you eat ginger raw, so to speak, organic ginger, because you're better off that way. But in the prevention, echinacea is very beneficial, along with golden seal. Drinking organic green tea several times a day can boost your immune system. If you can't deal with the caffeine, you can get decaffeinated organic green tea and drink several large cups of that a day. But there's a whole bunch of herbs like golden seal and slippery elm that you can, and astragalus that you can also take in the prevention and treatment of it. Okay. You can make slippery elm, which helps with the sore throats, into a tea. Um, that's very valuable and healthy. Uh, Bioflavonoids are very, very highly beneficial. These are found, often comes with vitamin C, but it's also found in berries of all kinds, parsley, cabbage, peppers, uh, papaya, tomatoes, cantaloupe, broccoli, um, cherries, all contain bioflavonoids in large amounts. So if you can do the food, you're always better off. Gamma-linolenic acid found in oil of evening primrose is also very beneficial. Black seed, a black currant seed and oil and borage oil also can be very helpful in this. Zinc gluconate. Now, I prefer zinc piconolate myself, but zinc, about 50 milligrams a day, can not only help treat but be preventive of it. Zinc gluconate comes in lozenges that you can may soothe your throat and everything, but I prefer oral zinc gluconate where you swallow the capsules. I think that's better. Everybody makes glutathione or you'd be dead. Glutathione is an amino acid of protein. It's made from a combination of N-acetyl cysteine, NAC, which you can absorb, along with alpha lipoic acid. So you can buy capsules of those. And you take the N-acetylcysteine and alpha lipoic acid along with vitamin C, and that is what creates extra glutathione, which is an amazing fighter of these viral infections. Once you do get it, curcumin can be very beneficial in helping get rid of it. I've already mentioned garlic done daily if people can come near you, but garlic traditionally has been antiviral. These are all of the, or I should say not all, but many of the different herbs that you can take that can be very helpful if you get sick. Of course, everybody needs rest. You shouldn't be running out and going and exercising regularly when you get sick. You got to let your immune system boost back up again. And a heavy dose of antibiotics can weaken your, particularly aerobics, can weaken your immune system from up to 12 to 20 hours. Then it boosts up stronger. But heavy duty exercise while you're sick is not the way to go. You need to recover, and then you'll be able to get back into things a lot. There's homeopathy that you can take for this. Various homeopaths, homeopathic remedies have been out there that can be very beneficial for early stages of a cold, like aconite, belladonna, let's see, ferrum phosphoricum can be very helpful in early stages. Allium cepa and euphrasia can be helpful in mid stages, and when you're in advanced cold, arsenicum album and mercurus virus and hepar sulf are very beneficial homeopathies for this. Now, if you have flu, Nux vomica and Gelsenium, and I have to read this one because I never say it right, Euphorium perfoliatune. Look them up. You're going to find you can get them in health food stores and online from quality companies today that are very good. There's a whole bunch of for coughs. I happen to like a Chinese herb called yin chow. Yin chow, when the cold is up at here, is very beneficial, and it's very available in Chinese and Asian markets. Yinchiao, I think it's spelled. You take four of those to start, and then two, four times. They comes in little pills in these little containers, a whole bunch of them. Not very expensive. Yin Chow is very good until it hits your chest. Once you start to cough, you don't want to do Yin Chow anymore. When you have blocked sinuses, you can do Kali and Pusatilia. These are good to open up. These are all homeopathies. Aromatherapies are very beneficial. You can do aromatherapy using pine oil and eucalyptus oils. Can be very beneficial. Um, Peppermint oil, rosemary, sandalwood, citronella, tea tree oil. If you inhale those oils, don't try to breathe them into your chest, but inhalation of it can open up your sinuses. You got to kind of snort them in, not inhale them in. Okay? We're going to finish with that for this part of the show. If you have questions, email me at ozonedoctor at OZONEDOCTOR at yahoo.com. Call my office at 212-581-0101. You can speak with me. That way they'll get me your name and number, and I'll get back to you. That's 212-581-0101. And you're going to learn more about ozone therapy and probiotics on our next show. Very important to listen to the next show, possibly or even more important than this show. In addition, go to you're going to learn about Promo Life and Doctors Biome, DOCTRSBIOME, doctors all spelled out BIOME.com. Buy their probiotic beverage, Doctors Biome Gut Health or Women's Health, to start preventing this as well as treating it. And we'll talk more about Promo Life. And if you want to get started with some of those ozone things they offer, 888-742-3404. Okay, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. Listen to part 2, which we'll be doing very shortly, and hopefully they'll all be going up promptly. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay well. Bye now.